Hi everyone, this is KatDon, and today I want to start off with a topic. And yeah, oh my god, I am so in love with Attack on Titan. I think it's the greatest anime. And on top of that, there's Noragami, and I'm like, oh, I am game. But after watching Noragami, all of a sudden I feel this anger and jealousy inside of me, which I don't know. Have you guys ever watched a really cool anime and then all of a sudden you think to yourself, oh my god, I really want to do a really awesome anime like that? I mean, it's that good. And then all of a sudden you're like twisting yourself mentally and emotionally into a pretzel, and then all of a sudden you find yourself stressed because you're like, I'm never going to make a great anime like this. It's not fair. And then you get so mad, and it's such a really bad mess. Let me tell you. So then yeah, I mean, this is what goes on for me because I'm a writer, and yeah, it's not very pretty. It's like taking the string ends and pulling them and tugging them until you come up with something, but then you fear it's gonna be like the same thing, and you're like, no, I can't. I just can't do this. And then you stress out even more. And yeah, that's what drives me crazy. I'm like, who does these great animes, and why in the world we get so addicted to it? Okay, for me, I love anime, and as a career, I'm going to be doing light novels soon. I mean, I have an artist that is still in the works, but he's very busy, so yeah. But I'm like, I just want to do this thing. I just want to make my mark and just start my life. And I'm just like really stressed out, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? But then I calm down eventually, and then sometimes, yeah, it is not a good thing. I mean, what an anime for me does to me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but yeah, I don't know. But this what goes on for a writer who wants to write things of anime, light novels sort of thing. And I'm like thinking, where does my life begin with this whole thing? And then all of a sudden, sometimes I'll be like looking at my stories, and I'm like, you know, maybe they're not too popular. I mean, I do have some chapters with a lot of views, like maybe 2,000 or 1,000 or whatever, and I have to think about that and be like, you know what? I'm very lucky that I got some stories that people would really enjoy. And there are some days where in some views I don't get much, and then all of a sudden everything goes down, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, okay, I gotta come up with something else. Because this whole thing is not working for me. So yeah. So so it's really, this topic is really about writing, and also what goes on in my head, and how I can get so jealous of such a good anime. I love anime, especially the good ones. But then all of a sudden, you're not gonna find anything so great as this. and it makes you all stressed out thinking, oh, I wish I could do an anime like this. I'm like, please, God. So yeah, but listen guys, I want to give you some advice about this. When you see a good anime, and sometimes you get that whole, I'll never make an anime this good, or this and that, you know what? Don't worry about it, okay? Don't stress out like me. I'm gonna have to work on that and not just focus on how great these animes are. And I actually love Attack on Titan and Noragami, but what obsesses me about Noragami is that the friendship with Hiyori and Yukine and Yato, and there are some other characters I'm so obsessed with, like Bishamon and Kazuma, and all of a sudden I'm like, ah! Who creates these interesting characters? What the hell is going on? Kind of like how I get stressed out, because I also do that with Fairy Tail too. I get so jealous because the bonds and the friendship and this and that, and I'm like, oh man, they make it so good. And then you're like, am I really getting jealous over this anime because it's so good and you'll never make anything good like this? And then I just faint like, ah. Yeah, it's really that bad. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know this, and just love anime, and no matter how good it is, don't get jealous if you're a writer like me, okay? Telling you that right now. And also, stay true to yourself and come up with some really good material, no matter how crazy life gets. Thank you for listening and watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm Catherine Donovan, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye! Excuse me. Just ate pretzels. That's why I'm swallowing, and there's a lot of saliva in it. Pardon me.